27, 2015 special meeting to order at 6 p.m. Madam Clerk, could you give us the roll call, please?
I will.
So this report was delivered to the Assembly yesterday. The reason for getting it out is there's a lot there. I wanted to make sure the Assembly had at least 24 hours to review it. Because after that, we kind of stepped back, explained the materials at the back of the room, disclosed an additional phone call and a message that was left from Mr. Kowalke, and provided for members of the public any emails or communication that either the borough clerk or I had from either one of the candidates from the time the election contest was filed until the time of the hearing. It was reported, Talkeetna officials reported the unused ballots, but they only reported the number of full book unused ballots. Ballots comes in books of 25, and they reported how many full books they didn't use. The partially used books checked the tabs to figure out how many ballots had been issued, found the remainder of the unused ballots, and corrected the numbers. It's a reckless indifference to the law. That's the third finding in the report, finding C. Again, one person instead of three. Or the two clerks, when they met the Houston clerk in Houston, were two people instead of three, acted as a receiving team. So we pulled the Talkeetna ballot accountability report and it had corrections. So we know that the canvass board counted the partial pads unused ballots. We know they were counted for because the canvass board did it and they marked it in red ink. We also know the full pads unused ballots are in that white box because we saw them. So that's the result of the election investigation held last Thursday. My recommendations tonight are that you adopt this report in total, including the findings and conclusions, but the report in total because it has attachments, it has discussion, it has laws and standards applies. That you deny the election contest based upon this report, and that you certify the election materials.
Commissioner, staff, my comments are tangentially related to the report. I feel terrible that the hardworking clerks from Houston, from the Matsu Borough, had their integrity impugned. Canvassing board folks, whoever was involved in this. Free society, I think, allows for the opportunity for individuals to take advantage of those situations. I think that's clearly what happened here. And again, I feel terrible for what's happened to the folks who I really believe were victims of a really unfortunate set of circumstances. Thank you.
Repeat after me. I, Randall D. Kowalke,
I, Randall D. Kowalke,
having been duly elected
to
the office of the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Assembly,
the office of the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Assembly,
with the term beginning on November 2nd, 2015,
on November 2nd, 2015,
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Alaska,
the Constitution of the State of Alaska,
and the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Code,
and the Matanuska-Susitna Borough Code,
and that I will honestly, faithfully, and impartially discharge my duties as Assembly member and to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.